Hello Taurus and welcome to Deku Tarot. I'm going to be doing your August 2019 love tarot reading for singles and couples. Okay guys, if you haven't, make sure to like, share, and subscribe to the channel. I would appreciate it. And thank you guys so much for all of your support. You guys are always my highest viewing group. I love and appreciate you guys so much, my Taurus gang. So let's do this, okay? If you want to book a private reading, guys, I am not doing any readings. No emergency, no 24-hour, no readings during August 8th through 15th. When I get back, you can book a reading. You can email me while I'm gone, but I can't guarantee that I will answer. It'll be first come, first serve as soon as I get back. So if you want to book a reading for after I get back, try to email me before the 8th, okay? So all that information is below this video in the description box. Be sure to check out your first half of August reads. Those are all up as well as the Leo new moon reading. Let's get into this. Taurus, Sun, Moon, Rising, and Venus. Okay, let's see what's coming up for love and romance for you guys. Taurus singles. We're going to do singles first, then we'll move to couples. We're using the Hobbit deck, okay? So, Taurus singles for love and romance for August 2019. Your general energy in terms of love and romance. What's popping out here is Ace of Swords. There are big decisions coming in. You guys might be making some very big decisions here. You might be having a lot of clarity coming in. The Ace of Swords to me is always a card of intense clarity, messages coming in, us receiving some type of message from our higher self, or maybe even downloads, understanding something more. It just feels like there's some clear, succinct energy here coming in. We've overcome a very difficult period here. We know what to do. Feels like you guys are realizing what to do about a situation here, and that you have a lot more options than maybe you believed in the first place here with the Seven of Cups. There's a lot of illusory energy. What are you going to do? What do you really want right now? And Leo season might be a good time to go within, focus your energy on you and what you need and want in terms of love, Taurus singles. We need to possibly make a decision between a lot of different people for some of you. If you've been talking to some people here. Judgment. I'm going to pull one more here. Let's see here. A decision is made. Something comes back around and a decision is made here. Judgment says that a decision that you didn't make in the past, it's time to make a decision about it here. When the Two of Swords is reversed, we're no longer kind of unsure about which direction to go. We're not contemplating, what do we do? Where, which path is which lead here. There is a sense of a choice that's made when the Two of Swords comes in, honestly. At least that's how I always feel, is that it's very much about seeing, the blindfold is off. We understand which direction leads which way here. We're no longer denying the truth of a situation here. We might even realize that we've been kind of cut off from ourselves in a way. We need to kind of drop down here our protective wall and allow these changes and allow, judgment to come back in and really clarify a situation. We need to clarify a situation in terms of over how we've been approaching it for some of you, but just, there's a situation in terms of leveling with yourself or leveling with another person that's coming back around this month. You just guys are in the mood to level with people and level with yourself, and that's okay. Eclipse season brought up a lot of stuff, but if anything, all the stuff that we've been tested with has brought out clarity. What do we want? I know what I want now. I know what I'm looking for, even if it's like not 100% clear. Maybe I want more than what I figured out, and I'm realizing that I'd like to explore that more. However, when I see Judgment, the Two of Swords reverse, what we felt kind of confused about. Again, we're just ready to level with it. We're ready to level with ourselves about the Seven of Cups situation. We're ready to level with whoever's coming back around, if there are people coming back around. It just feels like you guys are ready to make decisions. You're ready to deal with things. You're ready to do it right now in terms of love, guys. In terms of love and romance, we're just leading you. Come on, give me a card. Okay, there we go. Two of Coins reversed. Again, guys, a decision is made. You guys aren't juggling something anymore. So what have you been juggling, single Tauruses? I'm going to pull a card on that because this is interesting to me. Whatever we've been juggling, we're definitely making a decision this month. It could be when somebody comes back around that we're deciding, you know, no, I'm not interested in you. I actually don't want that, but let's see. Wow, that one went right out on the bottom, but look what came out, guys. The Ace of Cups. Follow your heart. You have to follow your heart in terms of a decision, in terms of something that has to, that, you know, you guys have to make a decision this month. There is going to be a deciding moment, and you have to stick with your guns. You have to stick with what your heart knows to be true here, okay? You guys know the truth. You guys know how you feel about a person, a situation, a thing here, and it's time for you to be, again, a lot more honest about it. Sorry, let me move these over. I'm realizing that we can't see those guys, can we? Yeah. But again, the Ace of Cups is a new beginning in terms of love, falling in love, a new chance of it. You know, somebody here coming in and offering you deep love here. You have to follow. We have Ace of Swords and Ace of Cups here bookending your reading. And that's amazing. You have great decisions, great clarity about love that comes in this month, great clarity about decisions, people, situations, exes even that are coming back. And I feel like a lot of you guys are over it, maybe even hoping for that person to come back. But I think a lot of you guys are dropping that and are excited to bring new love in. And you should be. Wow, Taurus singles, this is really, really beautiful. Actually, before I take these all away, let's pull a Romance Angel card. There's great love coming in here. We're not going to sit on a fence anymore. Wow, soulmate came right out of the middle of the deck here. Yes, this is your soulmate. So romance angels want you to know here that you might have a soulmate coming in this month, really deep love, and you might really understand who your soulmate is. If you guys are up and questioning, you know, is this person my soulmate? You know, is this person meant for me? The answer is yes. This person is your soulmate. Go get into that there. Get into that connection. See what it has to offer you. Not that all soulmate connections are, oh my gosh, I don't know what is going on today with things just falling off the walls behind me while I'm doing this reading. So I apologize, guys, that I didn't do anything to make that happen. Scary. It's like a license plate that fell off the wall there. But maybe that's kind of how this hits, very surprisingly, very succinctly. And a confusing situation is brought to a head, and we have to make a decision. Somebody's coming forward to offer love, and you have to decide, you know, if this person has something real to offer or not. And I would say that you're going to know the person who has something real to offer, and the person who you've been juggling that is definitely not, like, no longer a real or very good option. Something that we probably have been hoping for that we realize, or like, wow, that's actually probably not healthy. Probably let that one go. So let's move on now to Taurus couples. We'll move on to Taurus couples. Same deck. We're also going to use the Hobbit deck. I'm just kind of feeling that for you guys. I'm feeling the Hobbit deck in August. Okay, so let's check it out. All right, let's shuffle these up. Taurus couples, those that are in relationships, married, with a significant other, starting just dating, or a very committed partnership. What are we going through in August 2019? What is your energy for your love and relationships if you are a coupled Taurus? We're getting, ooh, the Chariot. Taking control back into our hands here. I like it. We're taking, we've been kind of riding two horses, one ass. You can't really do that. It's time to make a decision, choose a direction, and go for it. Cancer season brought out a lot, and I think that that is what's really prevalent, is we're thinking about all the feelings, all those emotions, all that stuff that came up in Cancer season during those eclipses. Three of Swords. Oof, heartbreak, guys. Oh my god. Okay. The Devil reversed. Ouch. Okay, so Tauruses. The Hermit reversed and the High Priestess. And I want to pull one more here because we have the 4 major arcana and then the 3 of Swords, and I don't like that, I'm going to be honest. Wow. I just feel like if you guys have had trouble going in one direction with your relationship, maybe somebody is going in one direction, you're going in the other. and it's been painful to try to keep this together with the Three of Swords and the Devil, and you guys might be saying goodbye to a relationship here. I'm going to clarify what's happening there with the Three of Swords and the Devil. The Devil is reversed there, so what's happening with Three of Swords and the Devil for Taurus couples? What's popping out is Ten of Cups. Interesting. If we want to have that amazing love relationship that we're looking for, if we want to get out of those negative tendencies, those things that hold us back in terms of love, the pain, why are we holding on to this Three of Swords Devil situation? This pain. Like Scorpio, some of you guys might be ending karmic relationships because you guys are just going in two different directions now, and you've reached your pinnacle of Ten of Cups here, and you can't go any further. You've learned the lessons, and now is the time to... It's interesting because you get the Hermit reverse and the High Priestess there, and I just... For me, they're both very spiritual, but with the Hermit reverse there, it's just kind of interesting that that shows up right next to the High Priestess upright, because to me, they're both about going within and trying to figure out the mysteries. The Hermit needs to take himself out of, you know, daily stress, energies, all that stuff to kind of go within here. It could also be, because it is the sign of Virgo, you could be worrying excessively, getting too stressed, anxious about all these things that don't matter as much within a relationship, and we need to kind of let that go and just trust in our higher self here. Trust that things are going to be okay, but that this energy is working itself out so that we can get to a better place. So I'm gonna actually just put this here for now. And then we're going to take a look. I'm going to just pull one more here at the end. But where this is leaving you guys in committed partnerships. What this is doing to your relationship. Because for some of you, I do feel like it's over. But for some of you, I feel like it's a reawakening. Can we get a card, please? I was just leaving committed Taurus couples. Ugh. Can we get one card, guys? I'm serious. This is making me crazy. This is weird energy, guys. Sorry it's taking long to get one. Six of Coins. This is about balancing things out. We have to be willing to put in the same effort that we expect from that other person. It's interesting. Again, I just feel such a weird internal struggle with the Hermit reverse and the High Priestess upright. It's like maybe we need to talk about these things. We need to release this energy, and yet we don't know how to talk about it for a while. We're still kind of coming to terms with it from beneath. And I guess Cancer season brought up, again, a lot of heartbreak, a lot of weird, painful feelings, a lot of realizations where maybe things aren't what we thought they were, especially in terms of love, in terms of relationships. And God, it just feels pretty tough. You know, it just feels difficult. I don't know. It just feels like you're going through a difficult struggle of trying to communicate, and also inability to communicate what you're feeling here. We need to, I mean, I just think that if we haven't, you know, realized any type of truth about ourselves here, we were meant to in eclipse season, because eclipse season brought up a lot of heavy truths. Let's be honest about that. It brought up a lot of heavy truths, a lot of heavy realizations about areas where we've kind of let things fester, where we let things kind of, you know, fall apart in bad, I don't know, we've just kind of been in a negative energy in some areas here, and it's caused some disillusionment, it's caused some crumbling, it's caused some issues, especially in terms of connecting within a relationship here. But we need to reconnect, we need to go within and trust our higher self here with that High Priestess energy, okay? Be guided by your intuition this month to even things up, be guided to make things right where you need to work where you need to here on a relationship. And if you realize that this is the end, it's time to rebuild yourself for the future, to rebuild yourself towards that Ten of Cups, and realize that the heartbreak and the Devil reverse kind of energy here, and the fear of being alone, this fear of facing a truth about a relationship, is only going to come back and get you later. We have to realize our truths here and make some necessary shifts and changes. This is really big energy, big mood this month for you guys. Really big mood, I have to say. It does feel like there's a lot of negative stuff that's falling away, though, and I do like that. I will say that that feels like the best. You know, we need to be aware of our weaknesses and blind spots, even if it hurts us to look at them, even if it hurts us to really pay attention to those areas. They're being thrown in our face by a relationship this month. And it's because we maybe tried to ignore it last season. So balance those out. Listen to your intuition. Listen to those areas where it's saying, you know, these are your weaknesses. These are your blind spots. This is the areas where you maybe might be refusing to really look at the truth of a situation. And we have to cultivate even some self-love here. All the fixed signs have been needing to cultivate a little bit more fixed love in this energy, I've noticed. So, sorry, self-love in this energy. I hope I said that right. But, we also have to be appreciative of what's around us instead of acting like it's so horrible. I think that we might have dramatized things to a point where they're not as bad as they seem. Again, there's a lot of big messages for those in relationships this month, Taurus. But I'd say work on what you need to here. Look at your blind spots, especially in terms of a relationship, in terms of how we handle love, especially in terms of ourselves. Tauruses, no offense, I love you guys, Taurus gang, but sometimes Tauruses can be stubborn in terms of looking at their own weaknesses and faults, and we stubbornly don't want to see that. We don't want to deal with it, and it feels awkward and painful, but we gotta do it here. It's coming up. So if there are issues in the relationship here, you gotta realize how you contribute to that and make it right. Work on the partnership, reconnect here. Recruited love. Why does this card keep coming out here? There's not enough attraction or chemistry to keep this relationship going. Taurus, couples. Wow, past life relationship. Interesting cards here. Some of you guys might be dealing with somebody coming back in, or, you know, or maybe somebody came back in and they weren't on recruited love, but it caused issues in your partnership. It's time to reconnect and make sure that your partner knows that you love them and only them. For some of you, you're realizing that there just isn't enough attraction or chemistry to really keep your relationship going. And even if it is a past life relationship, it could be that you've learned all your lessons here and that it's time to move forward, that it's time to let go and take what you've learned and move on towards a higher relationship, towards that 10 of Cups. This month, I feel like you guys are focusing on what that 10 of Cups is. If you have it for yourself, that's awesome. But I think a lot of you guys are working on that and also coming to some realizations about your blind spots, not just about how the other person is in your relationship and if they're the one or not and all that stuff, but blind spots within yourself in terms of love. So don't be afraid to be honest with yourself this month. Don't be afraid to do what you got to do. All right, Tauruses, those are your messages, Taurus couples and singles. I'm wishing you guys nothing but the best this month. Please make sure to like, share, and subscribe, my Taurus gang. You can check out my Instagram to see daily readings or any pictures I post while I'm away in Scotland. Remember, I'm not taking any private readings during August 8th through 15th. I won't be able to do them, so I cannot do any emergency or 24-hour readings. And I probably won't be very available to email, okay? So any reading schedule will have to be scheduled for after I get back on the 15th. Alrighty, guys, so thank you so much, guys. If you want to get 20% off of any order from Teespring, use the code LEOSZN, and yeah, you can get 20% off your order. Alrighty, guys, have a wonderful and blessed month for love, and enjoy this season. Namaste.